Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program must accept a string yes and print the string yes in V shape and inverted V shape as shown in the example test cases. The program must accept a string yes and print the string yes in V shape and inverted V shape as shown in the example test case. The number of lines of this pattern is length of yes plus 1 divided by 2. So there is a note, length of the string is always odd. Now the number of lines of this pattern is length of s plus 1 divided by 2, and there is a note that length of the string is always odd. Now let us consider for our test case. So our string s is skillrack. So the length of skillrack is, so let us have a variable called L, which is equal to the length of skillrack is 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So length is 9 here. So the number of lines for this pattern will be calculated. Empty spaces must be filled with asterisk. So this is also a problem description. So length is 9 here. So number of rows, so 9. Column, so first you have to calculate number of rows. So 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So which is nothing but 9 plus 1, 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. So there will be totally 5 rows and 9 columns in our output. So first we have to print the V-shaped string. So let us have an asterisk of 5 rows and 9 columns. So let us copy this and paste. Here we are having 5 rows and 9 columns. So first we have to print the V-shaped string. So and here we have to print the inverted V-shaped string. So the first row first asterisk, second row second, third row third, similarly so on. So this asterisk becomes S, K, I, L, L, and then the reverse row R, A, C, K. Now this is the V-shaped pattern of the string. So similarly we have to print the inverted V-shaped pattern of the same string. So from last row first column, S, K, I, L, L, R, A, R, A, C, and K. So this is the inverted V-shaped pattern of the string. So we have printed both V-shaped and inverted V-shaped. Now we have to combine this both pattern. So for combining both pattern, first row first column and last row first column becomes S. Similarly, we have to change accordingly. So in the next row, second row second column, in the first row last column becomes K, and for the last row also K. Second row second column becomes K. Similarly, here also K. And next C, second row last before column becomes C. And here also C, I, and here becomes A, and here it will become L, and here also L, 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 and this one becomes R, and here R. So skill rack, we can see that S, K, I, L, L, R, A, C, K, V-shaped pattern, and here inverted V-shaped pattern skill rack can be seen. So this should be printed as a required output. Now let us implement our logic using Python 3. First we have to accept the input string yes from the user. Now after accepting the string, we have to calculate the number of rows and number of columns. So number of rows and columns for printing the required output. So R is equal to len of s plus 1 divided by 2, and column is equal to len of s. So after calculating the rows and columns, now let us assign the asterisk matrix of size R and C. So matrix which is equal to asterisk for call in range C and for row in range R. Now we have assigned the asterisk matrix of size R cross C. Now let us assign a variable called row and call and initialize it as 0. So row comma call is equal to 0 comma 0. Now let us run a for loop for printing the required pattern. So we will be printing in the format of S and S and last letter K and K, like that, so on. First S and K will be printed, next K and C, like that, so on. Next I, A, so on. So first here and here S and S, next K and K, and the last K and K, and C and C. Now for index in range, len of s divided by 2 plus 1, because we have to print up to the length of the string, so we are adding plus 1 as it is index. So here matrix of row and call, row of call, which is equal to s of index, and matrix of row minus r minus row minus 1 and call, which is equal to s of index. These two lines is nothing but we are printing the S, S and K in the first and last row and the previous row, so on. So this is the first two line, and next matrix of, now for the column, so row of C minus col minus 1, which is equal to S of len of S minus index minus 1. Now next line, matrix of R minus rho minus 1 and C minus col minus 1, which is equal to S of len of S minus index minus 1. After converting the matrix, we have to increment the row and col, and finally we have to print the matrix as our output. So the first two lines represents the S, S, K and K, and these two lines represents the last character, that is K and K, C and C, A and so on as the loop continues. Finally, you have to print the matrix as our output.